This is Painting on Glass, the Markus Sozel podcast in English language. Listen to the stories and reflections of a singer-songwriter and author. Hold on, take me back. Hold on and take me back. It's like painting on glass. Leave a note on your door. Tell me what you're looking for. It's like painting on glass. Welcome to episode 58 of Painting on Glass. Promise, somewhere out in the summer rain. Leave another sign for me to find behind, so I might be able to find you. Show it with a trace of a smile and a love. This might be something to show me. Welcome back to this podcast. Painting on Glass currently has a total running time of almost 11 hours. Oh my lord. And I'm just planning the following 2 episodes, which will be sort of special because they will belong together. And, of course, they will follow soon right after this one, I promise. And though I started this podcast in English language more than half a year later than the other one in German language, the English one has about 1,000 more downloads on a frequent scale. That's wonderful, and I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Well, today it's about a walk in the summer rain. We're heading right to the end of August, and it feels like a good time for this topic. So grab your umbrella and let's go. Spent the whole day walking in the rain, trying to find a hideaway, trying to find myself again. I ask myself and wonder all again, is this guy there really me or someone else again? In order to believe that's just a way in summer rain. You know, there are times that we all are sure about the right things to do, of course. And the same way, there must be days of weariness, moments of being not so sure of all the things you've done and are about to do. That's the beginning of this song, which I wrote in 2003. Time painted pictures in my head of long forgotten memories and dreams that stay instead. Funny thing to know and to see, how comes things have changed in the way they used to be. It's almost like the wind that blows away differently. And I admit that I'm afraid sometimes. The moment we talk about the summer rain, we all know that it might be kind of extreme these days. Our climate has changed. It's quite plain to see when we're experiencing these dramatic and drastic weather changes that cause a lot of damage and, sadly, sometimes too much loss of life. The heat of summer can turn into a thunderstorm, which suddenly turns into a hailstorm. I experienced that in my car in June this year, and it turned out kind of dramatic. And I don't want to go through such a moment no more, believe me. When writing, when living, you gotta ask yourself from time to time if you've chosen the right track, if the stuff in your hands is really worth working on it or not. In this kind of rain, you do not get wet. In this kind of rain, you'll grow.
Lady, your smile, though you're sweet, there is still a wisdom in your eyes that covers me. You're listening, making me believe there are some new answers still worth to receive. No matter how they try to give us shelter or believe, it's such a promise tomorrow to receive.
As a romantic old fart, sorry for that one, but it's so true according to my person, I love to think back from time to time. The same I do here with you whenever we're talking about the bits and pieces that I do gratefully offer you with each episode of this podcast I publish. It might be a kind of living when you're a writer, when you're a singer, or whenever it feels so aware of living a life you look at very honestly and carefully. It might be this way. I don't know. A dear friend of mine told me that once you've gotten soaking wet, it turns out to be wonderful, and you can walk in the summer rain for quite a while, and you feel delighted to do so with others that might also join in. Well, I wrote the song while thinking about walking out there alone, though I know that I've never been all alone on my own. Even out there in the wind and the rain, there is the good Lord. There are all my friends, and I'll never forget that there is you. All the wonderful people listening that offer a sense and a meaning to all I do. That's a gift out of a summer rain. It really is.
Spent the whole day walking in the rain, trying to fight a hideaway, trying to find myself again. I asked myself and wondered all again, is this guy there really me or someone else again? In order to believe that's just a way in summer rain.
And now, I hope you'll find your own personal way to enjoy a summer rain the way you cherish. But take care of yourself while the storm is about to come, and be very sensitive to all the things happening around you or approaching towards your direction. That's the message of the thought while walking in the summer rain. Thank you for listening, and I've appreciated you being with me today. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram by looking at the name @MarcusZölzl_Official. It's one word. Just have a look, and I'll be glad to share the space with you. If you enjoyed this episode, just spread a word about it, and please leave a rating or review because it'll help others to find this show. Thank you.
Let the sun shine on through. It's all you need to do when painting on walls. Lay down what you hope to find, all the things you left behind. That's painting on walls.
We'll meet here in a few episodes to come, if you want to.
Painting on walls. Painting on walls.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful.